Recently I watched a YouTube video about a loudspeaker. The video was 12 minutes long, 10 minutes of a talking head and 2 of the actual loudspeaker. So I decided to make this in-depth series where you will see more of the equipment than on any other channel on YouTube. I hope you guys will enjoy it, and remember, this is not a review, it's a close-up. This is the Quad 99 CDP, a CD player from Quad's 99 series. The manufacturing date on this specific player is 2003, and at the time it retailed for some $1,500. It was actually very hard to find the retail price from that time, so if any of you have a better estimate, please share it in the comment section. Now let's start off with a view of the front and the rear. Now let's have a closer look at the front of the player. From left to right there is of course the loading mechanism for the CD. Next to that we have 4 buttons that have a blue purplish color. The left one is the standby button to turn the player on or put it in standby, and there is an on-off switch on the back. Next is the skip button to go to the next track or the previous track. If you press the upper part of the button you can skip forward, and if you press the lower part of the button you can skip to a previous track. Next to that is the play and stop button. Press to play and press again to stop the CD, and the fourth button is to open and close the disc drawer. Press to open and press again to close. All other operations are done via the remote control. And on the right side of the front there is the display. The illumination on this display is so bad that you can't really see a thing on it until the room is completely dark. Now let's have a look at the back, because this player has a lot to offer. Going from right to left we start with a Toslink optical output. So you can use this player with an outboard DAC. The DAC inside the player is pretty good, so there's no real need to upgrade, but in this hobby of course there's always room to upgrade. The DAC inside the 99 CDP is a 24-bit 192 kHz 2x upsampling DAC, and the player accepts digital inputs with a maximum resolution of 2496. And in the manual they talk about connecting your minidisc, your DVD player, your DOT player or your DAB tuner, so plenty of new digital equipment coming onto the market at that time. Okay, moving on. There are 3 optical inputs, so you can connect all kind of digital devices to this player and use the quad DAC to do the digital converting. Also, when you don't have enough inputs on your amplifier, this is a great way to play more devices than your amp can handle. And added to that, you can even connect 3 more digital inputs with RCA connectors. So a total of 6 digital devices can be added to this player. Then we move on to the quad-link connectors. This is a connector that you can use with the other quad components from this 99 series. If you are not using any other devices than quad, you can do without any optical or digital or analog cables and just have the quad connectors between all the devices. This makes for a very clean setup. Moving on, we see a couple of analog outputs, variable and fixed. Now the fixed output is that what you normally have on any CD player, and it is to connect your player to your amplifier. But the variable output means you can even use this CD player as a preamplifier. Just add a power amp and you're done. Using this output will activate the high quality internal volume control in this player. So apart from analog inputs, this is a full-blown preamp that can accommodate 6 other digital devices. And apparently Quad was better at building stuff than at spelling. Okay, all that is left now is a on-off switch and your mains input. The little black dot that you see there is my doing. If the hot wire from the mains is on the left prong, the player is connected in the correct phase. So as you can see, for a CD player, this is a very versatile piece of equipment. Now let's go back to the front and give you some specs. So here are the specs projected onto the bottom of the player. I am not a technical guy, so if you want to read this, make sure to hit pause and check it out. The bottom of the player feels like a steel plate and the rest of the body is a full cast aluminium. Okay, let's turn it on. I had to turn off all the lights to show you the display. It has a green color that is hardly visible at daytime, but at night, when your listening room is completely dark, it is actually very nice and well visible from the other side of the room. And this is what the tray sounds like. It could be a bit more solid, and in my player it pulls a bit to the right when you open it, but it does work. Now of course the player comes with a remote, and this one could not be more ugly, but it has all the features that you want, and of course when you use the player as a preamp you can adjust volume and choose from 6 digital sources or the CD player itself. Very nice. And to finish off this first edition of these in-depth series, I show you some of the inside of the player. As I said, I am not a technical guy, so I don't really know what it is that you are seeing here, but for those of you that do know their stuff, I hope you will appreciate a little peek inside. Okay, so I don't know if you noticed, but this is the 99 CDP version. However, there is this sticker over here that says it is the CDP 2, version 2, the updated version from the CDP. So I don't know what that is about, but when I checked on the internet I found it difficult to understand the difference between this version and the version 2. If any of you can help me figuring out what this is all about, it would be much appreciated. And so we come to the end of this first edition of this in-depth series. As I said, it is a close-up instead of a review, but I like this player very much. If you have this player, make sure to play around with cables on the analog output stage. I had good results with my OIAIDE cable. I even preferred the analog OIAIDE connection over the quad-link connection itself. Anyways, let me know in the comments if this is something you would like to see more of, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.